Hi guys, this is Keila. I'm new to Stampin' Up, but I have been crafting and designing for a long time. I have a passion for boxes and 3D projects, and Stampin' Up just made this love for 3D projects even nicer because of the quality of everything that we find there, and the variety is really interesting. I love the challenges of boxes to fit things that we actually have it, and things that we use on every day. So I came up with this size of a box. It's a largish box made out of one 12 by 12 stock card, and it fits a whole t-shirt inside. So this is an adult t-shirt. And as I give quite a lot of t-shirts and stuff like this to my family and friends, I came up with this box made of one piece of continuous paper. I've used the Neutrals DSP and some cherry cobbler, one of my favorite bright colors. It's not bright, sorry, it's Regal. Yeah, but it's one of my favorite colors. It really contrasts with the black. I was working with finding a solution for my husband's present for Father's Day when I create this massive box. This one is made out of two pieces of 12 by 12, but it fits quite a largish gift box that I purchased for my son to give him. So this is, I will come back with another tutorial for this box, but today we're gonna do this little one. Just so you know, this box is 7 inches by 2.5 by 2.5. So it's a quite considerable size box that I used the maximum of the paper, so we would make the best and fit as much as we can. Now, so the other box that I'm making, it will be, I will make the same version of this box in blue. So I used Night of Navy for my paper. So let's start on with this. Also, sorry about the noise, I also used the Stamp Jar of Love for my sentiment here. I absolutely in love with this one, and I will come back with some more tutorials using this stamp set. And I used the Swirl Scribble Stainless as well to give just some dimension. I used this item here just to cut up some accent color for the box lid, which came up to this one. Because my big shot is not quite where in this table, is somewhere else, I just brought it back to you guys like this, so it would avoid the noises that made when we are filming. Okay, let's start it. Let me put this to the side. Get my scoreboard. Shot. I'll just put my paper to the side and get this. All the details for the measurements that we have will be on my blog, and the description is down. So you just have a look, take your time doing the box, and then come back to the website to have a look. So the stock is 12 by 11.5, and I'm gonna score the first the long side first, so the 12 inches. It's very similar because there's a very just a little trim on one of the sides. So there's only two score lines for this one. One is 2.5. This is the basic black card, and the other one is 9.5. I just done a couple of times. It's a quite strong card, so I tended to do 2 score max every time and everyone. So now on the 11.5 side, which is the short side, we're gonna have 2.5. Just get it sorted. 5, 7.5, and 10. So that gives us a lip, this lip that I have in the box here, 1.5 inches. Again, let me just say to you back in centimeters. So this is, if you work on the metric system, is 6.3, 12.6, 18.9, and 25.2. And on the short side, on the long side, will be 6.3 and 24.3. Okay, so that's all the scoring that we need done. Just gonna put the scoreboard away. Okay, let me get my bone folder together. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold all the score lines and get our box firmly sorted before we start cutting on the folding lines. Okay, one and the last one. Okay, so this is where the box goes. So this is the making of the box. So the box is all made in one piece of paper. So we're gonna cut on these score lines. Let me get my trimmer. We could get a trimmer, just get my pair of scissors. This, we lose this, the first small square that we have. This and this one, I know is a black, so it's slightly more difficult to see when you're trying to. I was in a debate of keeping or not this area here to put inside, so I would just remove a little bit of it. I did it on the other box, but you actually could. I'm gonna just remove this and trim. If you prefer to use a trimmer, you're more than welcome to do that. I just find very quickly for our filming just to do with the scissors. Okay, a long pair of scissors will help you to do this quite quickly. So now we have, this is the shape that we were looking for, which is the flap and the top of the box, the closing, the lid. Okay. Now this is the side of this box, so this one. I want to just we get it trimmed and mitted on both sides. Okay, and I will take a little bit of it. We don't need the whole thing. We will see what I mean when we start gluing it. Okay, and let's take this thing up. Okay. Now, before we start gluing it, I wanted to use our Project Life corner. And just grab mine. I basically almost use this for every single project. So the Project Life corner, and make the corner out of this. So there we go. I think I didn't push it far enough. Okay, yep. And here we go. And also I have two panels for the top and the flap. There we are. I'm only rounding the corner for the flap. And let me get the blue ones from underneath. Okay, so these are the first ones that we're gonna go. I'm sorry. This is just my scrap, so I can punch some shapes with it. So here it is. I cut it just slightly 1/4 of an inch smaller than the size itself. Can you see the difference? So I have cut in advance the panels that we're gonna use for the decoration, and they are just 1/4 of an inch smaller than the original size of the box. So this one is 6 3/4 by 2 1/4, and the top panel for this area is 6 1/2 by 2 inches. The flap one is a 6 3/4 by 1 1/4 and 6 1/2 by 1 inch, if I'm not so wrong. But all the measurements will be in my blog, so you guys can just go there and have a look on all the details for this project. The only thing I would glue at this point in time is the blue one, so we're gonna work on this separately. For the flap bit, because it's the only part that we are actually working as. I just did something silly. I'll just fix it because it will bug me. Okay. Something is not quite right for me. Okay, now we okay. Happy now, and I'll also, as we're here, find them to be in the right position, and actually cut round corners on this one as well. I love this paper. The smoke is late, but it has almost like a shimmer of silverish to it, so I really like the details and the light, how the light catches this one. So here we are. Let's just put these ones together. I'm just gonna use my snail to get these details on there. Okay, and we can just center this as best as we can and glue it together. Same for the flap. Maybe I hold these things on the wrong side. I hope I'm not the only one who does that. And let's do the same on this one. Try to center this. Okay. There is something that I want to add to this box lid, which is a magnet, so I can keep the flap closed when I'm giving a present, so I don't have to wrap with extra ribbon or anything else to close or no glue. So I use these little magnets. They are 6 mil by 1 mil. I got these guys from eBay. Really nice shop. The guys were amazing there. Called spider magnets, and they were ever so fast to send it, and very, very friendly. So this is the things that I'm gonna use to close. Before I put the new the top part of the decoration, I will add this to the box and then get it together for the inside as well. If you're giving this to a kid, just be aware that it is easy to swallow, so be careful on covering. Maybe put an extra layer of paper just to make sure that kids won't have direct access to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the box together, and I decided to use the Tombow liquid glue. is a really fast glue to dry, and because it's such a large box, I would like to keep it the box closed, and sometimes this nail is not enough to keep a box that will be pushed with things inside together. So that is more like paper to paper when you start getting card and paper. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use get the box and use the table to use as your angle, or right angle, and bring first the back flaps forward. Just hold for a minute and we'll be done. And now we're gonna glue the front back to the box to complete the folding. Okay. A lot of glue needed. It makes quite sturdy box, especially if you're gonna. I'm gonna show you what I send as well as a gift to my, just a little keepsake for my mother-in-law for her birthday, and I create exactly the same box to put something else inside and not just the t-shirts. So now we have the box constructed and I'm looking forward now to start the decoration in. As I said before, I use the scribble tinglets with my Big Shot to cut this shape here. Yep, and now I'm gonna start decorating. Also, I'm looking to, if you remember, I got this one, the label sponge. Let me just get my punch. I have a blue one underneath and the very vanilla on top of it. So let me just get this done. I've punched and stamped with Versamark ink, and I used the gold stamping embossing powder to create the word friend, so I wouldn't have to come to you and just turn the heat gun at this point in time and do it. So I'm just gonna finalize with you guys putting the next decoration in this, the last stamping this one, and then we're gonna assemble everything together. Okay, and push to the side. So we have all the bits that we need. Put this away. The one thing that I have used a lot this month, and you can see by the use of my of this row, is I've already gone through a whole thread, and now I'm getting to the second one, which is this gold thread. Is absolutely gorgeous to bring some dimension and color and some fanciness to it. So I'm gonna use some of this as well. I would like to add the magnets here and start assembling to put the box together. So let me get my mini glue dots. Mind. Okay. So now that I have my magnet and my mini glue dots, I want to attach to the inside of my box in a place that will actually be catched by the lid as well. So the first thing that I do is to grab a couple of these ones. Let me get one by one. That's like to get together. And now you get this here and add it to inside of the box. Just say like half an inch down. Not too far from the edge because we don't want the flaps to be open. And the second one. To come here. Same. slightly about ½ inch inside. What I do sometimes is just where I glue a piece of card inside so the magnets are covered, or even use a washi tape to cover that. So now the easiest thing to do will be to get this together. I just get this part and allow to glue itself, because then I don't have to be looking where the other magnet was put. There we go. What I normally do, I just push it lightly so I can actually make a mark on the box, because I'm gonna have to take it out anyway, and add some glue dots to it. Okay. I can see the little mark that I made here, so I can come and glue back into the same place. Same for this one. Attach the glue dot and look for the mark. So now I have the box, the glue is all attached. The only thing that I need to do is to come here and add the flap. The flap I will use the liquid glue, so I'm sure that everything is going to be covered when we finish, and it's going to be secure. Let's try to put this in place. Just is lining on me. Okay. Make sure that I'm covering with the decoration is barely perceptible because of this kind of paper to see how we're gonna look. You can also use dimensionals, but I was just afraid of the magnets coming undone, so I glue this flap down. But now you can feel the tension of them wanting to get together, because there's quite a few layers of paper in between the magnets, so it doesn't become so strong that will rip the box apart when you're using it. So the next part is this area here that I've made out of, on one side, the decoration, and put it the label punches on top. But this time I just wanted to be a little bit less on top. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna glue the part and slightly to the right, to my right, and I will trim after we actually put it in place. Just a little glue in it. There we go. I need a lot of glue with that. This glue is really good. Just need a little bit in here. And I'm going to use my scissors to trim the excess on both sides. Okay. And this one, you can still use the other bits for other projects if you want to, or if you're creating more than one box, you just need to trim one of those and then come back to use in the other project. So we create some sort of color, just connecting the decoration, and I'm gonna just get my basic black, and I'm using Bless Your Heart. So it's Bless Your Heart, friend. And let's stamp this. I'm trying to get this together. So that's the connection that we're making. When I designed this one, I was using my Itsy Bitsy heart punch, which I absolutely love it. But I realized that this punch is now retired. So if you have it and you want to do it with the small ones, you can. But we now have the heart punch. So instead of putting 3, I will just put 1 and some pearls to decorate. Okay, so let me start getting this together. I'm gonna use dimensionals to attach the top decoration. So let's get a handful of them around. Don't want them to be floating or sinking on me. Okay. Don't know if it's you, but I find dimensional little papers everywhere in my house. No matter how much we vacuum, and we end up always finding where did this come from. Even upstairs. I'm not so sure how it travels. Probably under my son's feet when he's coming around to play in the office. So here we are. Attach the box, the lid to the box, and now I'm gonna attach this one. I'm gonna use my snail to put this one together. Oh, beautiful. Me attaching myself to everything or flipping the wrong way around. So let's go and do this one. As I said, I love this gold thread, and I'm gonna just get a big length as big as I can here. Just making knots of everything as usual. Just get my, somehow I managed to get a knot inside of here. Okay, so let me see what I can do with this. I got about 6 or 7 turns into it, and the idea is just to use the dimensions of the back of this one. So let's get some dimensions here and get it stuck with the dimension, so when we stick back into the top of the lid of the box, it will get together without too much of a fuss. Okay, so let's just get this out. And let me, today is my day, so let's get this twisted, and I'm gonna use just one of the corners to get this attached to it. Can you see? Just tidying up the ends of it because I don't like to see them around. And now I can actually come and put it down here with a little bit of a displacement from the one that we put it in the bottom. Okay, so I got just a final punch to make, which is the heart. I'm gonna still use the light, and it flips all around to my lap. So what I will do, I'm just gonna use my bone folder just to slightly curve the heart that will go on top of it, so it just gives an extra dimension to it. And I'm gonna glue this one to my label, just using a very thin layer of glue. And here we are. You have a lot of different things, and one of the things that I love the most is these pearls. There are 3 different sizes: the large, the medium, and the small one. And there's like a chain of them, so sometimes I just take 3 of them and go on from that point. So today I'm just gonna scatter a few around, and let's get these ones around. A large, a medium, and the little one. I'm gonna just put 3 of them. Just get them out. I'm gonna get 3 of them to the little flap that we have in the front here. Okay, that's it. I'm just cleaning up all the mess that I made. And this is our final box. As you can see, it's a very easy box to put it together. What I did, what I sent to my mother-in-law, as I was saying to you guys, I got these candle holders from IKEA, and this box will be enough to fit 3 of them together inside of there. Here, and the last one here. Of course, I'm not going to send them without candles, so let me just get them with candles inside. Here we are. So here you see, I could fit 3 candle holders and 3 tea light candles, or a t-shirt to it. And this project, I hope you like it. Go back and visit my blog on keilacava.co.uk, and you have all the details for this project over there as well. Just click the link under this video on YouTube and have crafting. Thank you.